Welcome to HCS Talks. I'm your host, Superintendent Raymond Haynes. This is our Hampton City Schools podcast. It is designed to educate, inform, and hopefully entertain our community and beyond. During our episodes, we talk about a lot of different topics that are related to education, programs and initiatives, community partnerships, and more. Some of our shows will be just informative no matter who you are. So today I'm sitting down with Ms. Kacy Futrell and Ms. Kimberly Sharpe, both members of our Human Resources Department with Hampton City Schools. You see, when we talk about Hampton City Schools and our strategic plan, one of our key goals is to attract, develop, and retain exceptional staff. Individuals like Ms. Futrell and Ms. Sharpe, alongside other members of our Human Resources Department, work very hard to recruit those highly qualified teachers and staff members. So I hope you stay tuned during our conversation today to learn more about our recruitment efforts and learn more about why Hampton City Schools is a great place to work. So thank you, Ms. Futrell and Ms. Sharpe, for being here today. Before we dive too deep into the conversation today, please tell the listening audience a little bit about yourselves. We can start with you, Ms. Sharpe.
Thank you, Dr. Haynes. I'm Kimberly Sharpe. I'm currently a Human Resources Coordinator, and under my purview, I work with recruitment and strategic partnerships. I work with field placements, our Grow Your Own programs, volunteers, and I work with our third-party vendors when necessary for staffing. I have been a K-12 teacher and school administrator for the past 30 years. The last 20 of those years have been in Hampton and 2 in Human Resources.
So you were an administrator in a building, right?
Yes, sir.
What levels?
I was the principal at then Tucker Caps, now Mary Jackson, the principal at Bridgeport Academy, and an assistant principal at Hampton High School.
Academy principal at Hampton High School, right?
Yes, sir, academy principal.
What academies did you oversee during that time?
I oversaw the Health, Human, and Financial Services Academy at Hampton High School.
And prior to coming to Hampton City Schools, where were you?
I'm originally from the state of West Virginia.
West Virginia. What brought you to Hampton?
Job experiences and family.
Job experiences and family. You never looked back once you came to our great city and great school division.
Absolutely not. I love it here.
And that's what we love to hear. Ms. Futrell, can you tell the listening audience a little bit about yourself as well?
My name is Kacy Futrell. I am an HR recruitment coordinator. I primarily focus on recruitment, retention, licensing staff, internal, and of course, helping those that seek eligibility for a Virginia teaching license, and definitely all the recruitment events that we have and staffing.
So prior to Hampton City Schools, what were you doing or what?
Prior to Hampton City Schools, I started my career in marketing, in HR. I ended up in workforce development for the city of Hampton, where I helped them open their Work One Center in Hampton, Virginia. And then I ended up hosting events for that Hampton City Schools was a part of, and I saw there was an opportunity for me to come in as a recruiter there. And I started as a recruiter, and from there on, I started during COVID. So every year has changed since I've been here. I've been here for almost 4 years now.
And are you from this area?
I am.
From Hampton?
I'm from Newport News.
Newport News? So what high school did you attend in Newport News?
I graduated Heritage High School.
Heritage High School. Well, we love Newport News, too.
We do.
We consider it our sister city, but we have some healthy competition with Newport News as well.
Absolutely.
So I'll get you all to explain what some of our recruitment efforts are and what does it entail.
So I'll go. Some of our recruitment efforts include hosting our in-person events where we are doing an in-person job fair actually coming up, and I'll touch on that a little bit later. We also do virtual job fairs, and right now we're working this is teacher recruitment season for us, so we're doing teacher recruitment events. We have registration available right now for those events. We are doing college visits right now where we're traveling regionally. We are seeking those that are will obtain a teaching license, majoring in education or in the teacher preparation programs. Also, some of those that are majoring in our core subject areas like English and math, those majors outside of education that might be interested in coming into the classroom. We also are hosting our very first Teach Hampton tour, where we'll be allowing prospective Hampton teachers to come tour the district. And Ms. Sharpe has some more other recruitment efforts that we're working on.
In addition to the regular recruitment efforts that we do, this year we have started partnering with universities and colleges in our area to employ, as Hampton City Schools employees, student teachers, so that we have that connection with us already.
So what does that look like? You mentioned universities. I think that you and I were part of a meeting with Old Dominion University. So talk a little bit about that and maybe what we might be doing or partnering with Hampton University and some of the other universities with.
One of the partnerships is with Old Dominion University, and we currently do have 2 student teachers who are employed as Hampton City Schools employees with us. We also have a partnership with James Madison University, where we have individuals who have previously been classified staff, so instructional assistants, with the school division, and they have now transitioned into becoming classroom teachers. One of the programs that we're working on ultimately with ODU is being able to make a pathway for our Kecoughtan High School Academy of Teaching and Learning students to get an associate's degree utilizing Virginia Peninsula Community College and then matriculating into Old Dominion University.
So we know we have Hampton University right here in our backyard. Have there been some efforts towards some more connections and partnership through the university here?
Absolutely. With our field placements for observation students, practicum students, and student teachers, as well as counseling student practicums and speech language pathologist internships, we have plenty of those going on all the time.
That is great to hear. So if someone is interested in finding out more information about Hampton City Schools, where would they find this information?
You would visit teachhampton.com if you are interested in seeking more information about any of our upcoming events. On teachhampton.com, you can find a list of all of those events, the college and universities events that we will be attending, and of course our HCS internal events. We'll also be having them posted directly on our job application site for registration if it's an internal event. So you can go directly to hampton.k12.va.us employment page, and you can seek more information there for registering.
And do we have a video library? What does that entail?
Yes, we have a wonderful video library on our Teach Hampton website, teachhampton.com.
So as a part of that teachhampton.com, they could locate the video library as well.
Yes, so if you visit teachhampton.com, there's a host of other resources there. Definitely our video library. We have each area where you might be interested in finding out more information about things that our district offers. You can watch a YouTube video there and click direct links. There are also direct links to our teacher scale, salary scale, benefits information, a little synopsis about our curriculum, and of course more schedules and more information like that.
Okay. So how does someone apply for a position with Hampton City Schools? What is our process, or what is the process for that?
So if you're interested in applying, specifically for a teaching position, visit teachhampton.com. You can click, you can apply directly there. It'll take you to our application website. And then from there, you can click on the teaching position that you're interested in and complete your application. You would just be completing one application and clicking all the areas that you'd be interested in being considered for. Some of the things that we hope you would complete with your application is uploading a resume, making sure that if you are licensed, that you're uploading a copy of your teaching license. If you are not licensed and you're interested in a teaching position, you're uploading your at least your unofficial transcripts from all the colleges and universities you attended, so that way we can look at your eligibility and advise.
That's wonderful news, great information as well. So do we have like associate teachers, and what does that look like for us, and what does that entail?
We do have associate teachers here in Hampton City Schools. Associate teachers are teachers who have either a bachelor's degree in an area that would not be education or an associate's degree, and both want to pursue an teaching career eventually.
So we actually work with them on getting the certification and whatever they need to have in order to become what we would consider a highly qualified or endorsed teacher.
Yes, we work with them on providing support and assistance in getting their testing completed, all of their assessments. We work with them on what courses they would need and professional studies types of things.
So in working with them, does that entail some financial assistance in some aspects?
We do. Hampton City Schools is very generous in what they provide. Hampton City Schools provides reimbursement for college courses that teachers take, provisionally licensed teachers take. They also provide reimbursement for assessments that when they're passed. We have been able to this year incorporate into our repertoire of offerings iTeach, which is a new program through the state of Virginia, where teachers are able to complete the professional development requirements in an online format without taking courses. And Hampton City Schools is compensating that entire bill.
Nice. Great incentives and making certain that we provide opportunities for folks who are aspiring to be teachers to get the training, and we're providing some financial assistance and support for that, provided that they choose Hampton and choose to stay with us as well, correct?
That is correct.
So let's touch on a little bit more about qualifications. Who should someone call about licensing, and are there opportunities for virtual appointments?
If you're interested in finding out your eligibility towards a teaching license or your route or alternate route to a teaching license, you definitely should reach out to me. There's a couple different ways you can do that. You can go to teachhampton.com and book an appointment there to speak with me either via Zoom. We have a 15-minute chat, or we can talk on the phone because licensing can be pretty confusing. You can also just email me directly your unofficial transcripts and the areas you're interested in teaching, so I can just send you back an email of an alternate route to licensure so that you have a plan already there. Even when you book an appointment with me and we speak, I will still send you kind of sort of a transcript of what the qualifications you need to meet in order to be a licensed eligible teacher. And again, that information, my contact information, and being able to book an appointment is available on teachhampton.com.
Excellent. Anything else you'd add to that, Ms. Sharpe?
No,
She covered all.
Kacy would be the primary contact for that.
So we have mainly touched on teaching positions, but we are always hiring for other positions like bus drivers, administrative assistants, maintenance and operations, food and nutrition services, and other classified positions. So tell me about that process and where individuals would go to apply.
So if you're interested in applying for those other positions, we would highly encourage you to go to our main Hampton City Schools webpage for human resources and visit the employment opportunities section. Right there, it'll take you to our job page, and you can apply directly online. Right now, we still have Food Nutrition Services and Transportation Department offering open interviews on Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to noon at the Patriot Center, so that's always an option. A point of contact for these positions would be Ms. Sherry Hugger, and her information is also directly on the HR Employment Opportunities webpage.
So the Patriot Center, that's located where?
Off Aberdeen Road.
Off of Aberdeen Road, and it's called the Patriot Center, so a person could actually, I guess, get on Google Maps and figure out where the Patriot Center is, correct?
Yes.
All right.
It's 1589 Wingfield Drive.
1589
I think so.
You sure?
2366.
We want to make certain they go to the right place.
Yeah.
So that they can choose Hampton and not another district.
Yeah, try it.
Is that a Hampton address?
Yeah, it's a 1589 Wingfield Drive. I think so. I'm almost 75,
We're going to confirm that before
80%
this podcast is over, that it is 1589 Wingfield Drive. And Miss Kacy Futrell.
Contact Kacy and fuss at me if, or just pull up to HR.
We'll get someone to verify the address to ensure that folks are going to the right place. Ms. Gore, our Public Relations and Marketing Executive Director, has confirmed that address is correct. 1589 Wingfield Drive. That is where the Patriot Center is.
And if you have other questions, you can contact the HR main line to provide more assistance, 757-727-2300.
That's pretty impressive you remembered that address, but...
Did I get an A+?
You get some credit for that, but I don't think you need to share more addresses. You're going to stop while you're here. But the Patriot Center is where you would need to go. There are several individuals in our HR department. How would an individual know who to contact and for what?
So definitely visit the hampton.k12.va.us Human Resources main page. You will see staff contacts. I'll divide them up a little bit. If you're interested in a teaching position, you're interested in licensing eligibility, what are the open vacancies for instructional positions, you reach out to me directly. My email is there. If you are interested in all of those other non-instructional positions, such as bus drivers, food nutrition service workers, instructional assistants, nurses, and so forth, you would contact Ms. Sherry Hugger, and her information is also on that webpage.
What about administrative positions? Did you mention that? If you're
interested in an administrative position, you can reach out to Ms. Suzanne Marcella.
So Ms. Marcella is the point of contact for assistant principals, or any education administration position
Yes.
a person may be seeking. And she is located in the Human Resources Department.
Yes, Ms. Suzanne Marcella is the Human Resources Manager. She's located in the Human Resources Department.
Not at the Patriot Center.
Not at the Patriot Center.
And the Human Resources Department is located where? Since you are very good at reciting addresses. 1
Franklin Street, Hampton, Virginia, 23669.
Ms. Sharpe, did you confirm that?
Yes, sir. We're on the third floor. It's Suite 314.
All right.
And if you are interested in some other things, you might want to contact Ms. Sharpe for...
If you can contact me if you happen to need any information on support in getting your teaching license, testing information, courses, alternate routes, I'm happy to help.
So you work a lot with licensure and making certain folks get what they need in order to be certified.
Yes, and being able to support them.
And supporting them through the process as well. So are there opportunities? I know a lot of times when folks are hired, one of the main things they mention is what type of supports or structures are in place to get for PD or orientation and things of that sort. So what does that look like for us?
So if you're looking for development support, you would contact our development coordinator, Dr. Kimberly Richardson. She is located at the Patriot Center. And her information is also on the HR main page for questions.
Can they also contact her through teachhampton.com, or is it just on the...
Yes, her information is on teachhampton.com as well.
All right. So what are some of the current vacancies or even positions we know we will be hiring for in the upcoming school year or next school year? And when should someone apply who is interested in starting at the beginning of next school year?
Great question. We are always seeking licensed and license eligible. For when I say license, I mean teaching licensed and license eligible candidates for most of our core subject areas, and that would include definitely elementary, English, math, sciences, social studies. We're always seeking library media teachers, reading teachers. Definitely special education. And this year definitely we'll need health and PE teachers, of course. We're always seeking dual enrollment educators. And those are educators that have a master's in the content area with at least, and it's pretty tricky to get down the qualifications on the podcast, but those people that are interested and have a master's in the area that they would like to teach. So we definitely encourage them to reach out. Right now, most of our vacant positions...
So the dual enrollment means they are certified or qualified to teach a K through 12 course as well as a college course as well.
Correct.
Right.
So they are certified by our Virginia Peninsula Community College as a college professor, at the same time being an instructor or teacher with us.
Can't say enough about the partnership we have with the Virginia Peninsula Community College in providing multiple opportunities for our young people to take the dual enrollment classes at no cost to them, or the families as a whole. So we continue to look to grow that program. So anytime we get a teacher in, one of the main things we're looking for is to also see if they are certified to teach dual enrollment classes, or if not, how far off are they? And we provide, like Ms. Sharpe has already mentioned, some support and structures and incentives around that in terms of reimbursements to make certain we have as many teachers certified to teach the dual enrollment courses as possible. And we know it is the field of education that continues to be a challenge in making certain that we attract, recruit, and retain exceptional staff, but with the focus on retention, and we sort of kind of separated efforts out to not just get them to choose Hampton City Schools, but to get them to choose to stay. So talk a little bit about what kind of benefits Hampton City Schools offers.
So some of our main benefits, we have definitely a comprehensive benefits package that includes health insurance and a lot of other wonderful things. We have our own health and wellness center, which definitely saves some funds. In the employee pharmacy, we have Zumba classes. We offer gardening workshops through Gardenuity and Care Solace for support.
So do you do anything with gardening or Zumba? Either one of you?
Dr. Richardson, our development coordinator, definitely teaches an amazing Zumba class.
Do you participate in the classes?
I've not participated in Zumba, but I have done the gardening workshops. They're virtual. They send you all of the materials free of charge, and it is a great experience.
What's virtual, Zumba or the Gardenuity?
The Gardenuity pieces, the workshops for gardening.
I don't think you answered the question. Do you participate in the Zumba classes?
Since you're asking me directly,
no, I'm looking
Dr.
at both
Haynes.
of you.
I do not participate in Zumba.
I have not participated in Zumba
Yet.
Have you participated in Zumba, Dr.
Actually,
Haynes?
I have.
You have?
You have done Dr. Richardson's class?
Now, she didn't see me, but during COVID, my daughter wanted to participate in it. So she was on screen and I was in the background. So, yes, I did participate. I also participate in the Gardenuity.
Did your stuff grow? Because mine.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
What did you grow?
It was some mint. What was it? Mint. What is it called? Mint leaves. Cucumbers at one time. They weren't all that edible, but I did try. I'm looking for ones with tomatoes, but I've gotten better with it. So following that process and logging on to those classes, I've actually enjoyed the Gardenuity. Have you all done any of the Gardenuity?
I have.
What have you grown?
I've done the pizza basket where they have tomatoes and they have, I think we did peppers and we had oregano. And then during COVID, I did one, but I don't remember what we had.
Did you do any of them?
I did a taco one where I had cilantro and some other herbs and
Yeah, that's what I had. It was a lot of different herbs.
It was a lot of different herbs,
and they all grew.
I did the kale one, and the kale one shot up like a tree, and it did not come back this year, unfortunately. But it was very helpful to my mental wellness.
Yeah, and it does help with that. And the Care Solace, can you talk a little bit about what that entails?
I can talk about Care Solace. Care Solace is a service that Hampton City Schools provides to staff, students, families, anyone who is in need of additional assistance with mental health concerns or substance abuse concerns. We have that available 24/7 free of charge.
Excellent. So providing that additional support and making certain that our folks feel well mentally, I think is critically important too. I am probably the biggest cheerleader of the city of Hampton and Hampton City Schools. Well, I should say one of the biggest cheerleaders. I have a great relationship and partnership with our city officials, and I can't say enough about our city manager, Bunting, who continues to be a champion for our work. Our chief of police, Chief Weidman, who's also a graduate of Hampton City Schools, a proud Bethel Bruin. City manager Bunting is a proud Crabber. I'm a proud Phantom. I can talk all day and night about why one should choose Hampton City Schools, but sort of kind of hear it from the human resources perspective. Why should someone work for Hampton City Schools?
One of the main things is we have an exceptional teacher toolkit, and we have an exceptional guaranteed and viable curriculum. We call it the giving our teachers their Sundays back. So that way they understand that we do value work-life balance. We have a 5-year induction program and with mentorship to sustain teacher growth and leadership all the way to leadership. A couple of other things. We're an innovative school division, K through 12 Ford NGL learning community. We have the Academies of Hampton, which we are well known for. And Hampton is just a wonderful city to live, work, and play. I live here myself, and I love it. I don't see myself going anywhere anytime
So you
soon.
left Newport News and came and have not looked back since.
I came right from JMU, came right back here.
So you see what I see,
Hampton.
what I've been seeing all my life.
Yes.
It's a great place to be. The Academies of Hampton, we know, focuses on making certain we keep our promise and commitment to the community, to the parents, to our young people, to ensure they graduate. The portrait of a Hampton graduate, getting some industry credentials and opportunities to even get an associate's degree, depending on which academy and pathway they select. And we are ensuring and keeping our promise that young people will graduate college, career, and life ready. So we know one thing we face as a school division, like so many other school divisions, is the national teacher shortage. So what else are we doing to grow our own teachers?
Well, Dr. Haynes, we are in the process of an array of efforts focusing not only on the immediacy of the teacher shortage and looking short-term, but we're also looking long-term. As I mentioned previously, we work a lot with the surrounding colleges and universities to make field placements for observation students, practicum students, and student teachers. Just to name a few, we work with Old Dominion University, we work with Norfolk State, Christopher Newport, William and Mary, Regent, Liberty, Hampton University, and we also work with quite a few outside of the state of Virginia, because those individuals who are student teaching are local and we want to keep them local. So we are working actually with Missouri, West Virginia, Maryland. I have someone from Bowie State.
It's quite an extensive list. We want to extend out as far as we can to showcase and highlight the good and great things going on in Hampton City Schools and in our great city of Hampton too. So we're about to close up now. If we could get a message out to the entire world, we know we're growing our audience through these podcasts, what would you share with them in regards to choosing Hampton City Schools as your place of employment and in terms of not just place of employment, but a place to live, work, eat, and play as well?
Well, I would have to share I've worked in several school divisions throughout my career in West Virginia and here, and I can say that Hampton City Schools is by far the most supportive division I've worked in for teachers, educators, students, and parents. Very much a community-focused location. I would also like to include that Hampton has a motto of every child, every day, whatever it takes. And that's not just something we say in Hampton. And when I speak to teachers or prospective teachers for Hampton City Schools, I share that because that it very much is ingrained within us. It is our belief, and I want to make sure that people who come here also understand the importance of that.
Excellent. That is outstanding. Ms. Futrell, anything you'd like to add to that?
Yes, I just have to remind people Hampton is the epicenter of Hampton Roads. So if you are a professional and professional educator, this is the place for you to be. Like Ms. Sharpe said, I'll echo the support we provide and how great of a place it is to live. Definitely visit teachhampton.com because we have a connection to the hampton.gov website, so you can see all of the wonderful opportunities as far as live, working, and playing in Hampton, Virginia. Of course, like I said, I live here and I love it. And it's a great place for professionals to live and come. I definitely like to echo again, visit teachhampton.com if you are interested in employment with Hampton City Schools. We are having a job fair February 24th on a Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the 1 Franklin Street, Rupert Sargent building, downtown Hampton, Virginia. And you can definitely click on teachhampton.com to find out more information and to register. We'll also have a virtual one in March 9th. from 9 a.m. to noon at 1 Franklin Street.
Anything on the 19th and 21st?
Yes, we'll have a virtual event March 19th and 21st for you to register. You can visit teachhampton.com to register and find out more details.
Well, thank you so much. I can tell the passion that you all have for Hampton City Schools and the passion you have for your work in human resources and making certain that we staff our school division with highly qualified individuals and folks who are passionate about working and making an impact in the lives of young people and the community as a whole. I continue to be humble in serving as the superintendent of Hampton City Schools, but I can't say enough about how fortunate we are to have individuals like yourselves working to champion the cause in terms of all Hampton City Schools does and why folks should choose Hampton as their place of employment. So thank you once again, Ms. Futrell and Ms. Sharpe, for joining me today. I am sure our listening audience has learned quite a bit of information from you. And we certainly encourage individuals to check out the many employment opportunities in Hampton City Schools. Please visit teachhampton.com. Ms. Futrell mentioned it quite a few times, as well as the Patriot Center and opportunities over there as well. Even our Hampton City Schools homepage, and click on our employment tab. Hampton, I can't say it enough, is truly a great place to work. And we certainly want you all to choose Hampton. And to our listeners, remember, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. As one community, one transformation, we will ensure academic excellence for every child, every day, whatever it takes. We will catch you next week.
Listen to learn more about Hampton City Schools. New episodes of HCS Talks drop on Thursdays. Subscribe and listen to HCS Talks. HCS Talks is a Hampton City Schools production.